we miss. I was gonna explain really quick, like what Dragon storyline even entitles.
So we have to. So Agenda has to actually really let you know when to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be another couple
like
minutes probably.
It's a couple of minutes now. Yeah, it'll just tell me when as well.
Suddenly,
we're back
Sir
up.
VG appears at the end.
We're back up.
Yep, we're back up.
We're back up, and apparently in Australia. All right.
Should have went to China. That's farther away.
We'll go there if you're extremely desperate. Okay, so Balix pretty much can't speak today. Initiated the Dragon storyline quest. So, very conveniently, you place the underworld in your backyard, right next to home, and when you go there, Lark kind of just kidnaps you against your will and just like, we need some help, and you look like you're really strong, so help us. So he takes you down to the underworld.
Okay, Jake, get ready. Just shortly.
To meet his master Draconis, and you... Should I stop?
It's okay, it's okay. It's like,
Okay.
Yeah.
like, okay, you can go.
Alright, going.
Go. Wait, wrong team. Captain.
Alright, continue Dragon storyline.
Alright.
So he takes you to go see Draconis, who's the master of the underworld. He's basically like, hey, you need to help me defeat these 3 dragons so I can get my power back and kind of not take over the world. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But he pretty much won't let you leave unless you agree to help him out. So you kind of pretty much force him to do what he wants you to do.
Yeah, so Dragon storyline is basically you become Draconis' slave, and you kind of deal with it for a while. Lark, on the other hand, has plans of his own, which is why he's trying to get this thing rolling, and he's just obeying for now. You'll find out later what he's actually up to.
Elbow thumbs.
My name is still wrong on the bot, by the way.
TXFTD.
That's not the second time that's happened. That's not the first time it's happened. It's funny.
Yeah, if anyone is actually like not a speedrunner or wants to learn an RPG to speedrun, it really, they want to start one that's really easy done. I highly recommend Legend of Mana. It's actually it's a fairly straightforward RPG, and we have it so optimized that you can practically just watch any of our VODs or any of our highlights on YouTube or anything like that, and just follow along, and you can pretty much understand it without even having to learn it. The notes really help for when you're doing your artifact placements and just padding.
Nice egg grab, UG.
Nice.
Ah, damn it, I tried this wrong again.
Do you really want to know about this girl?
No.
Wow.
There's some RNG involved in Legend of Mana because of drop rates. And like I said, 2 of the bosses, one of them Klaus is already done, but he's heading towards the other one right now.
Just trying to cancel his first spell because you can't cancel that no matter what you do.
I was hoping to hit it with spin with a little longer range. But
I tried that before, it didn't work.
Yeah, that hurt.
I was never trying to do that.
Yeah, I never tried it with spin. I was hoping that would work, but it didn't. And
That might be task level to get it.
Yeah, I just made a jerk out of myself. So don't do that.
Oh yeah, if you've been watching Felix's stream, you notice like how sometimes his character just like just starts zigzagging all the way across. Oh my god. Get out of my way, Niccolo. That's actually a movement technique in this game. Where you constantly alternate directions, you move a lot faster.
Yeah, I don't know if there's an official term for that. I kind of just call it wiggling.
Yeah, just call it wiggling. It's not. Because it's pretty much just wiggling the control stick. The analog stick, and you will pretty much run faster than the camera. Keep on.
Felix's mic is a little too loud now because we're kind of loud.
That might be a little better, I hope.
chat will let us know if that's any better. But yeah, to kind of bounce off of what Pixel K was saying, I personally had not touched Legend of Mana as a speedrun until maybe 3 months before the Mana Series Relay Race. It pretty much took like a day of watching videos, a day of composing notes in a way that I could understand them, and then like 2 days of running, and I got myself like a 138 PB. So like it's not too difficult.
Which is a really, really, really solid time.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really easy to get a good time, but it's really hard to get a very good time.
Yeah, it's hard.
Getting a really good time is pretty much all RNG.
And there's...
I actually tried to make a tutorial for the relay race for all these guys who had never run the game before. And the day that I made was making the tutorial stream, my internet decided to take a dump, or Twitch took a dump, and I think I dropped like 60,000 frames. So basically, the entire stream was just a slideshow of every 5 minutes.
Don't you deleted the local recording as well?
The local recording worked fine, but I had a really salty week when I was trying to get ready for DeuceCon, and I was trying to make highlights for the Dragon Report, old records, and I was trying to clear space on hard drive, and that's not really my story.
But one of the things I've always liked about...
I had to go back and do it.
Something I've always liked about this is an RPG speedrun is there's pretty much no inventory management. It's all execution and boss RNG and item RNG. But you're not having to worry...
There's lots of random kind of RNG.
But you don't have to worry about having, like, recovery items or organizing your inventory, and none of that stuff is in there.
Yeah, it's just straight. It's a lot of execution.
Alright.
Yeah. If you die to like a boss or a random encounter, you just start right back before the.
So Seven, you're ready.
Yep.
I'm out of the mana land, so you can
Just
start.
Right now? Okay.
Good luck, Sabin.
Good luck, Sabin.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna head out now then. So good luck to all the no trolling.
So please.
Take care of yourself, Genja.
Alright, see ya, Genja.
Oh yeah, another thing in this game that you will notice immediately, your ally AI is horrible.
Absolutely horrible.
Yeah, that will never change. Every once in a while, Lark might land a technique that ends up helping you, but usually they kind of just...
Alright, good luck everyone.
Yeah, you look at my fight, Elizabeth was pushing Dude Ink away from me all the time, which is really annoying. Like, I'm missing a lot of hits because it just keeps being shoved across the entire screen.
Yeah, El Zul will definitely like just troll the ever-living hell out of you at the beginning of a run. It looks like he's doing right now. That's 2 attacks right there from the first boss. Yeah, if you really want some item inventory management in this, do the 100% route. There you will have to do some inventory management. There's really Fairy storyline, you do have to go buy something. Dragon storyline, you had to before. PX might do it himself.
It wasn't fantastic. Take it.
I had to reset. I misplaced the map at the beginning since it was this.
Oh god, I've done that anyways.
Yeah, was dictating the stream. Yeah. I was wondering why the home was not the correct way.
That was a pretty awful fight for me.
Published by Square.
Okay, so yeah, the starting map is actually really important in both speedrun and casual. When you're playing the game, it's kind of important that you need, because certain artifacts can only be placed on certain tiles. Like the quartz must be next to a water tile, and some artifacts can only be placed on water. If you want to get some certain mana levels in your areas to get the things that you want out of them, then you have to be really cautious with your artifact placement. There are tons of guides on how to properly place artifacts for certain types of runs.
Yeah, it's very important. That's why I noticed at the start of my run. Something as well.
Alright, so we got PX going for his Earth Splitter. Are you on your first try, PX?
Yep. Nope.
Alright.
Nope. Aww.
Nope. Okay. Unfortunately, we're not gonna have 4 100% drop rates today.
Couldn't have happened to a better person.
Yeah.
We guarantee you that it is actually 12.5% drop rate. So.
So what you're seeing Sir VG do right now, when he's doing the placement of the Stone Eye after you place down the ink, you need to set down certain artifacts at a certain point to open up events that go on in the world. What he's also doing is he's aging the artifacts for the jeeps to make it older, which makes the enemies in the area actually easier to fight. So the closer, the two factors for enemy levels and I believe drop rates as well is depending upon how close it is to the home and how old the artifact is. So if you place one artifact you need to go down to first, and then you place down a second artifact afterwards, it'll make your the one you need to go to older, which will make it easier. Did I do that right?
The earlier you place it, the weaker the levels, and the closer it is to home, the lower levels.
Yeah.
So yeah, the later you put it, the stronger the enemies are. And the reason we put Stone Eye there is because you don't place the Stone Eye there, after we finish the Skull and Ladder, we get 1 artifact instead of 2. Which means we're gonna have 1 less artifact in the game, so you're gonna have to do some extra to get it back.
Oh god, Alex is getting hit with the sand.
Oh god,
So
stand
this is
RNG.
Activator. This is the troll boss that we've been talking about. He's got lots of iframes. He loves iframe. And as you've seen so far, he's been doing a good job of trolling the hell out of Alex today.
Yeah, Activator's troll number 2.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah,
I would
those
say he's a
two-
bigger troll because he can hit a special tech and then immediately go into iframes.
Yeah.
And then hit a special tech and then immediately go into.
Oh my god, I'm getting body blocked by an onion and something's butt!
I
That-
don't see what you're talking about, but I'm enjoying it.
The tech and then the
Might as
iframes.
well enjoy that butt while you're there.
Oh my god, you were not kidding.
He did that 3 times in a row.
Oh my god.
It just has to be UPX, doesn't it?
He just likes running in the butts.
I like big
So-
butts.
Wow.
That's the biggest. That's definitely the biggest.
And to add to Pixel K's previous explanation of artifacts, there's another element to why you need to place certain artifacts at a certain time. There are certain events that will reward you with artifacts. Some give you only primaries, and some will give you a primary and a secondary, or 2 secondaries even. If you are holding 3 or more artifacts in your little spindle in the bottom right corner of your map menu, then you will not obtain any secondary artifacts. So you need to place the Stone Eye in order to get the secondary artifact coming into your next event. And when you need to satisfy a 18 artifact requirement in order to proc Cage of Dreams, it's very important that you get as many artifacts as possible, as quickly as possible. Dragon storyline is kind of like half of the run. Like when you beat the Crimson Dragon, which is the final event, after that comes the collection to satisfy the 18 artifacts. So it's kind of like a 2-part run. I kind of like to think of it as a 2-part run.
Yeah.
So those are like the 2 main tasks that have to be taken care of. Also, I kind of find it cool that the Sword of Mana is an artifact as opposed to like an actual weapon. I kind of found that interesting as a deviation from the other mana games.
Technically, Legend of Mana is not the 4th game in the series. It is not SD4. It is actually just, it's kind of like it's almost like a guide end, but it's not considered that. Dawn of Mana is SD4, which no one really cares about except for Sir VG.
I like it.
We love
But-
RPG.
I don't feel it. So it's kind of like its own entity. It has 3 different storylines going on all at the same time in a Pulp Fiction-esque way. That's why we don't have like a specific any percent or 100%. We just have Dragon storyline, Fairy storyline, Jimmy storyline, and all storylines as the 4 categories.
Well, 80% would technically be a JP Dragon storyline.
Yeah, that's pretty much the best way to explain it. And there actually is a
The
huge
JP
difference
version is very much different from this because they changed a lot of mechanics.
Yeah, a lot of mechanics in the JP version is completely different from ours. Like, I believe Sir VG might be able to back me up on this. Gygus Glove is actually the strongest weapon that you get in the Dragon storyline.
No, actually, the strongest is the hammer that you get.
Oh, a
in
hammer,
Underworld.
that's right.
I thought you had to have a
the
level
biggest
16
difference
Underworld.
You do. It's possible. You gotta place it far away and very late. Like, you actually place down all your artifacts, and then you place down the Underworld as far away as possible, and it'll be level 16. But it's the hammer is so powerful, it makes it all faster.
When is no future percent?
Remember?
I
That's
actually-
3 plus.
I have a no future run bow percent on my profile. I think it took me like 5 hours to upgrade the bow and then do all the storylines and no future.
That sounds terrible.
Most of my time was spent farming all the essences so I could get all essences on the bow to 6, and then I just destroyed no future mode with it.
Fun fact about Fairy's Light is that even if you have the 3,000 gil necessary to buy the lamps, you still have to sell them.
Hey, I'll buy the stuff. Actually, I want you to sell them anyway. God damn it.
You gotta know the community of Dud Bears. That's his reasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
like
all
I
hate
said,
love the bears.
the Dragon
It's so funny to me
storyline.
that, like, the Dragon storyline, we do Fairy's Light second, while in Fairy, you do it last. So I'm like, yay, I don't have to do Fairy's Light. No, I still have to deal with Fairy's Light.
Actually, 2-bit marksman, the bow that I made was 138, and I think it took me an hour and 45 minutes to go through no future mode with it. So you don't need 999. That's overkill.
No Future is the hardest difficulty in this game. It basically pushes up all the enemy levels to 99, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is.
Oh my god. Okay. I was gonna feel bad if that was the first try Brave Blade.
Oh my god.
I didn't get it, don't worry.
You did not get it.
I'm just... Oh, let's run.
You just say, oh my god, I look over and you're at Brave Blade, and I was like, oh, he did not do it.
So yeah, Phalix is at the second RNG drop, the second and thankfully last RNG drop of the Dragon storyline, which is the Brave Blade. It's like the
Alright.
last.
First Rider Splitter.
Oh, okay. So we got 3 first try Earth Splitters on the table. That's really impressive.
I didn't even get the Earth Bear, I got the Black Elk.
Of course, BX is the one who doesn't get it, and he's the one who's talking about, I'm not going to do that route, I'm just going to do Iron Glove, and then he doesn't get it, so.
What is this egg doing? The food is right there!
GG.
Oh my
You can
god!
actually pick up the fruits and replace them.
It's not worth it.
There you are. That was
EX got a
3, I think.
3. All right.
God, wow. Really did not want to get that.
Oh, somebody's getting Loot Crate Blade, I see. Too bad.
Yeah, I did one practice run yesterday, and I actually got the Godly Monster Corral, where the egg just walked straight towards me and ate the food immediately. I didn't even expect it.
The
Like, yeah,
drop
it's
percentage is 1/8, yeah, 12.5.
Yeah, 12.5% drop. To get used to in this game. If you do the JD 80% route, the hammer you get is a 6.25% drop. So at least we're not doing that.
The Brave Blade second try?
3rd try.
Yeah, you get four drops before you start losing time to Brave Blade, because you have to fight them twice anyways.
Well, you don't have to if you get a first try.
Yeah, I kind of call it the first one 0-ed try, in a sense. Because you have to go to the end to pick up your Rabite no matter what, so you're going to have to cross through them. So before you have to actually start repeating screens and loading screens, you have 2 shots at it to consider it a first try. So call it what you will.
Alex looks like you had actually a really good Sierra. That was actually that was pretty nice. She normally likes to troll a lot.
Yeah, that wasn't
Oh yeah,
very
she likes
bad.
to spin and jump. She likes
So,
to air
Sir-
the
She dances a lot.
So Sir VG is now getting trolled by
Troll
I
Vader.
am the iframes aggravator.
yeah, troll.
Troll Vader.
Yeah, I have a nice highlight on my YouTube channel, which is basically a 4-minute aggravator fight where he just does everything he can to just say no to me.
Oh, that's right. We have 2 guys and 2 girls in the race.
Aw.
2 emus,
Equality.
whatever his name is.
Lark, you're not helping.
Never helps. He never helps.
Mark helping?
Mark helping is
This is the aggravator that you're going to see in a lot of attempts of running this game is this. Exactly what Sir VG is going through right now.
This is the kind of aggravator I have in my PB. So
Yeah. I kind of wish
As
that
you can
I.
also see with the Earth Splitter though, with the Earth Splitter with the Counter Strike, he actually can basically make this fight go really easily because he does, I think it's like 6 or 8 hits with the Counter Strike and will take aggravator out.
I wish I had my splits on at the
Would be
moment
trolled.
because my PB had a 10-try Brave Blade, so I'm gonna have to watch if this
Oh my lord.
Yeah, if this keeps going well. I'd like to know what I'd go back and watch the highlight.
I don't even know why I have my switch going on right now. This is awful.
just wait, save yourself a little trouble.
GG, Sir VG. Lark helping isn't dead. Yes, Keitha.
Lark helping is something that either happens in a task or co-op. To my knowledge, there's only been one co-op run done ever.
Well, time for us to make that change.
About a minute and a half lost. Why am I not surprised?
But a co-op run of this looks so much different because you actually have useful allies. Oh my god, what is the spin RNG?
PX, if we ever meet up at a marathon where you do Valkyria Chronicles, we can learn a co-op.
RPG Limerick 2016. Come on, Plexo, do it.
And the one thing about this game too, if you could get this to play with a buddy, it also has PvP. A lot of people don't even know that. I didn't discover that till like a year or so after I played it with some friends. But there's a little PvP dueling arena.
I played this game for like 6 years. And
Yeah, you don't know about it? It's in the basement of Geo.
no, I don't.
Yeah,
I
it's,
have the strategy guide think I knew about this.
it's in the basement of Geo, where you fight one of the Jewel Beasts. If you go back in there and talk to the Onion Kid, you can fight your ally.
That's just unfair because the partners the game gave you are so easy.
Yeah, and if you actually are
Alright,
feeling like
good. You don't dollar fight.
you're feeling really mad at Lark, you can just take him in there and blow him up too.
Wow, that is a
Alright,
good
so-
whack-a-mole right there, PX. That was
Alex
very
right
solid.
now is fighting Jajara, which is the second dragon. It actually has 2 phases, as you're about to see, and is thankfully a boss that doesn't have that much, if any, well, it has a little bit of RNG, I guess, involved in the fight. It's generally a pretty a stable fight. You shouldn't end up losing too much time to it on a run,
Unless you try to counter-strike them, like I do.
which I do also.
And oh my god, I chose the wrong option because I'm not paying attention.
Speaking of Counter-Strike, I think it may be somewhat obvious by now, but whenever the character sprite kind of like defends a little bit,
Wow.
and does a really big swing back, that Counter-Strike that we talked about, it has like no cooldown, it's standing. And if you do it, you don't take
I
any
think I
damage.
ended up with a glass split of minus 0.0.
Nice.
I saved 3 seconds over my PB because Hidodama was not awful.
That was a really good Bone Dragon fight for me for both sides. I think it only breathed lightning twice, and then the third one I killed it with lunging strike and like 3 hits.
Nice.
Just
Good
get the
fight.
really
Yeah.
good egg.
Optimal Jadara first phase, like he only gets 1 off. Oh my god, what am I doing? He gets 1 lightning bolt off. That's like optimal Jadara 1.
I'm sure you guys have your own ways of kind of fighting him. I kind of like to save my lunging strike for when he drops rocks and statues in the second phase. I kind of just time it up.
Yeah, that's I like to save the lunging for that second phase. The White Forest has my favorite outdoor music. So I always love this place.
Yeah, exact same. He's going to my favorite track in the game. Sadly, you only hear it once in this route, but in the ferry route, you hear it like 3 times.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's another reason why I really love the ferry. We go to the lake a couple of times, and you also get the penguins at the lake too, which
It's a lot more variety.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ferry route really shows off the game a lot more than this route does. And there's a whole lot more
when I
penguin.
actually started learning Fairy how much it showed off. I was like, wow, this is like a whole different game.
Mm-hmm. And you get
Yeah, there is a
Leucemia
lot
instead of
more
the
to-
flames.
There's a lot more to like the fact of what you're saying is Dragon storyline. Dragon storyline is maybe like, even though it's one of the 3 stories, it's probably only like a 5th or a 6th of the entire game. Even.
Bring gods be kind.
Good luck, Sir BG.
Good luck.
Good luck on your drop.
I've got a warehouse to store all your lucre blades and troll slitters just in case.
Oh, I got a drop.
Yeah.
2 drop.
Uh-oh.
Brave,
Uh-oh.
double brave blade.
Oh,
my God.
nice.
God.
Really?
Wow.
Sir BG
Oh.
is dual wielding brave blades right now.
Alright, so if you look at what I'm doing right now, I walked around a bit just to have Lark go to where he needs to go faster. Because NPCs walk very slowly in cutscenes.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like spinning around needed to do before you walk into like a cutscene trigger, just so that you don't have NPCs taking it at their own pace, because we don't like that.
RNGesus is with Sir BG today.
I think this relay race has been blessed.
Yeah. Really.
Well,
I think if we do another Man in Series relay race, we might have to do all storylines just to show off all of Legend of Mana.
You know, 100% runs? No, please?
I'll do it. It's only 7 hours.
Just have 2 people racing 100% while everyone else goes through all the storylines.
Oh my god. That was 3 brave blades out of 4 drops.
God damn.
Wow, she's gonna get like 4 more in the flames.
Yeah, when you go to the castle.
I'm sorry, that is too
castle.
Sir BG, that is your allotment of brave blades for the rest of the year.
Alright, so
Share it,
Enjoy it
gosh.
while it's hot.
Were you
the-
using Game Shark, sir?
The radishes are my least favorite enemy, and I think we had a consensus on that. The snakes are my second least favorite
Yes.
enemy. I absolutely hate the snakes, particularly
I
one
don't-
in Leucemia.
I don't mind the snakes in the forest because I just counter strike them, but the ones in Leucemia and the fairy storyline are ungodly trolls.
Yep, the one right when you start the fight and you have one right in front of you in Leucemia, that guy really upsets me. And you can also soft lock the game there, which I did with the bow, and it made me really sad. 'Cause
You walked into the soft lock?
I main gunned
No! No! How about that?
the extreme damage on the bow. It knocks everything to the left side of the screen, and I wasn't thinking. I picked up all my drops, and I started the next fight, and I put my head on my desk. But thankfully, I picked up all my drops, so it ended the battle. Well,
The zombies do troll a lot too. The zombies do troll.
Mark tried to
That's
troll
why we
me there,
have
by the
counter
way.
strike. That's why we have counter strike.
There is that one enemy in the Mana Holy Land that likes to squish you too. I think my worst run I got squished like 6 times. And I just didn't move. It was really bad.
I got squished in the forest. When you walk in and there's like 3 of them right there at the entrance, like they all decided to squish me like one after the other after the other.
Wow. You know that wow. I 2 cycle will
Nice.
Nice.
Oh wow. All right,
Hey,
so
Sierra.
pretty
This is
decent
a race.
Damas. So I think the only troll RNG we're seeing consistently throughout the run so far is just Activator. So
Not yet. I haven't gotten.
Oh, that's.
yeah, PX is next.
Oh, PX is
in
going to get
line.
it worse. I know it.
Forgot that puts you to
He's
sleep.
either going to get the best or he's going to get the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like the one with worst timing right now. It's funny because Sir BG held the world record for like 5 years, and then I came in and like after like running the game for like 2 weeks, took world record, and then a couple days later, PX took world record, and then another week later, Sir BG took world record back.
Oh, I had a world record all about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys.
I had it for like a week. And then you're
That's
like, hey,
exactly
I took it. I was like,
how RNG
oh.
this game is.
Also, back when the world record was a 158 in-game time on SDA, I actually managed to tie that on PS3. Just saying.
Wow.
I managed to tie that on PS3, which is like 4 or 5 minutes lost from loading times alone.
I think my
This
current
game is,
PS3
I highly
is
recommend,
the
if
same.
anyone wants to learn to run this game, we do have a semi-active thread on SDA. I say semi-active because we will respond if you post in there. But we also have all of the speedrun.com leaderboards. And generally, if you're streaming this game, one of us will find you because we're almost always looking at the runs. So we're a good little community, I think. We're a good group of people. And then there's PX.
Hey.
Hey, come on now. PX helped me out when I was starting out.
It's
I
true.
appreciate PX.
I think I gave him a little bit of a hard time, but I just I think it's
We love PX.
yeah, we're a good group of people. You're always welcome to like come into any of our streams and ask us questions. I'm sure most of us will answer anything that we can.
Also, I'm guaranteed to go into at least
yeah.
one wrong door here in the underworld.
Oh, I am completely the same. I get completely lost in the underworld sometimes during my runs. It just
It's not that hard.
The flames is easy. The underworld, I can't. I don't know. I will go in the wrong door at one point.
It's not that hard.
Underworld trolls me a lot more than anything else.
Draconis' castle, I managed to just get down in maybe 2 or 3 attempts, but I still get lost in the underworld. I'll go in a wrong door and see a bed, and I'll just be like, oh.
Yeah, man.
I've gotten lost in the forest. I've actually like I was on autopilot once and I went left instead of down like the first thing to go down. I was like, what am I doing? He's like, this looks like the wrong way, and then I had to go back and he's like, it seems like yeah, this is where her scent is. I'm like, no, just shut up. What you're seeing right now, Phalix is actually back in the underworld because he has to go here to finish up the storyline, even though he was just here earlier. But he has to go deeper into the underworld to get to where Draconis is.
If I'm not mistaken, Lark has not yet executed his
Damn it, Lark,
master
stop
plan
talking
yet.
that.
His plan is basically making a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
It's funny because the American version, the US version calls him Draconis, while in the Japanese version it's actually Tiamat.
The same one from SD3 that I'm
Is it?
assuming you never saw in the run.
It's pretty much like the only canonical story in Legend of Mana. Oh,
And with the dragon storyline, you'll get to see 2 other bosses from this relay. You get to see Full Metal Hagar, who is also the first boss in Seeking Setsu 3, and then you get to see Mantis Ant, which was the first boss in Secret of Mana.
I'm pretty sure you see Mantis Ant all but the Junior route.
I don't think you see it. No, I think you do see it in Jumi because you still do Nicolo's Business Unusual.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the first one you do in both Fairy and Jumi.
Oh, I didn't know about Junior route.
I only know that because I made a split for it on Live Split.
All right, coming in, Aggravator.
All
All
right.
right,
Good luck.
here we go.
I would say raise your Moogles, but he's on the honkers. Honk! Everybody honk
Honk.
the EX.
Honk in chat, guys. Give him some honks.
Oh!
So I don't think this is possibly very clear at this point, but Lark and Sierra are linked, and Sierra is basically trying to right Lark's wrong ways.
Yep, he's dead.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Alright, so for all the misfortune, EX gets maybe the best activator fight. We'll see if Sazin can run up that activator.
Deep slice, where'd you get that?
I don't know, I just picked it up.
Wait, what weapon are you using? That's not...
The Black Elk. That's what I got.
Oh, that works.
I saw him using it yesterday in practice.
I had one practice G-Rush run for the entire marathon.
Yeah, I like the Black Elk. When I was using that for marathon strat, I was like, if I get this, I'll be perfectly fine.
Crow was FFA on go, 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 go.
Okay, so
yeah, it's kind of hard to see the splits in the background because it merges a bit.
Yeah.
The reason why you had to fight Lark at this point in the story, so Lark was trying to gather all the mana energy to get it to himself so that he could return back to the surface and return to Sierra, sibling love, I guess. But Draconis, so he wants to challenge Draconis to a duel as to claim the right over the power, but Draconis just betrays him and just turns him into a weird monster thingy, and then you gotta beat him up. So now you're going after Draconis for mana energy instead, since he's took it and ran away. Is pretty much what's going on in a nutshell. Sir VG, are things working on your end?
Uh-oh, Sir VG? Seems like there might be some technical difficulties going on Sir VG's side.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get VG back in here. Not quite certain what's going on at the moment, but hopefully he's still going on his end.
Just blame Twitch.
Thanks, Twitch.
Thanks, Twitch.
That's why I always do when something goes wrong.
But one of my favorite things with this game is that with each of the three main storylines, they didn't kind of cop out and make sort of a generic theme or a generic area. All three of the storylines all have their own final area, their own final boss, their own music for everything. And in my opinion, they're all like the most fantastic tracks in the game.
Well, there's plenty of recycled music, but they're still great.
What
The music's just fantastic.
For the final areas, though, they're all unique. The City of Flickering Destruction, Excitement of Both of Us, and what is the Flames that, like, One Who Waits on the Breath of Destiny or something?
I don't know.
But yeah,
also,
like,
I only lost 18 seconds naming the Rabbi champ, but the champ is here!
Oh god.
Do, 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 do.
Oh no, please. Speaking of awesome music, I don't know about you guys, but I completely dig the Draconis' Castle theme. It is top tier.
Oh,
yeah, it's good.
My
Like,
capture software failed.
Oh, no.
Yep, that's why my stream's dead. It's actually running.
yeah, but
Yeah, Nicolo is in his run, and surprisingly enough, he's probably the most useful AI after Sierra.
I'm actually gonna have to argue with you on that one. On about, I think 4 or 5 of my runs during the boss fight, he has kicked the boss out of range of my lunging arc, and I just whiff completely.
That's why he's second. That's why he's second best.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, because you'll line up perfectly for lunging arc, and he'll be like, I'm gonna uppercut, and it's like, well, there goes.
There goes everything. Yeah. But I agree with Flexel.
So ServG is
teach
here.
back,
His
guys.
capture software has crashed, but he's, I believe, still running. We just have to go on his word. But he's not.
I got
right
right
now.
here on this boss.
There he is. We got him.
Look at punches. Look at head.
So in Draconis' castle, you have to defeat like 3 kind of mini bosses, I guess we'll call them, in order
Yeah,
to
3
kind of
dragons.
unlock like the true route to Draconis' chambers, I guess we'll call it. Yeah, Draconis' chambers, sure. If not, you kind of just like run around in a big old maze and kind of drop through a lot. Casually, this place is somewhat frustrating, I guess. The first time through,
Yeah,
especially.
it's very frustrating, casually.
I think my first time through it took me like an hour and a half to kind of figure out what I was doing here.
Also,
but
this is the only point in this run where you'll see a save point. They're pretty rare. Save points are pretty rare in this game.
Mm-hmm. And I considered saving here because it was supposed to be storming really bad here in Texas, but it wasn't. I didn't really want to end up ripping my whole team to a power outage.
You see another save point in the Luan Highway.
Oh, right. That one. Forgot that was just.
Jeez, come on.
Oh, look at that! No Brave Blade.
Oh, geez. That's 2?
Oh boy. Alright, we got the Sabin fighting Aggravator right now. It seems like he's getting a pretty decent fight. Not like super good, but it's decent, I guess.
Got it.
So, congratulations, PX, on best Aggravator during the relay.
Nice.
You gotta get something going from.
Alright, was that second try or technically first try? Because of back and forth.
Brave Blade?
Yeah, Brave Blade.
Try. I had to go back over.
Alright, cool. So far we've just got first, second, and third try for drops on a 12.5% chance for each, which is unheard of. I don't know. That's way too lucky in my opinion.
I don't know. Where Felix is right now, he's fighting a bunch more swords, so he's gonna probably get more Brave Blade drops.
Nope. Money.
Yeah, there's a chance that you can get some more. Oh, all right. We got it.
There's a very small chance of dying at the very end of the run in the what we call the 4 corners, but it's actually fairly easy to avoid if you just pop a tech.
Or Splitter. And if anyone's gonna die to Draconis, it's probably gonna be me. I'm probably gonna get 8 by him. It's been happening a lot.
Yeah, my first 3 or 4 runs, I got killed by Draconis until I learned the proper position to stand in.
Oh no,
like
I'm talking frames. Oh no, my internet. OBS, please.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so we might be losing PX for a little bit, guys. We should be back in just a moment.
OBS showing 0 kilobytes per second? What the fuck?
I've always
What
had
the
a
hell?
really good Draconis fight, except for when I started to do the tutorial. I was like, he can also kind of troll you like Activator, but he never does. And then throughout the entire tutorial, he actually told me the point of killing you twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna try restarting my screen. What the heck is OBS doing?
So I guess in placement of, oh gosh, in placement of RNG, we've got Team Problem.
The 30 crash can too.
Yeah. apologize for the difficulties.
We had to make it look interesting.
By having second and third place go down, so first place is dominantly ahead.
You'll never know where they'll be when they come back.
Quick, PX, load up a different save file.
Make sure it's the dragon route when you do it.
Only ones that have our end game.
If you load it up and you're in Leucemia, we'll know you cheated.
All I have is the end of game saves.
Mm-hmm.
No! Deathbringer, why? Not by one,
Alright, so what the Sabin was doing just now, before you can actually get into the Bone Fortress and even get the Ghost of Nemesis, you have to complete the field trip event. It's kind of just in your way. There's really no way around it. The first time, so the point of this event is you're trying to help these little magical school students like make a super awesome magical potion. The first time you go into the field, one of the ingredients you need, I think it's the sparkles, aren't actually there. So you have to just leave and go back. I don't know why they do that, but they did. So it's just fastest to just go in, come back, and then go in again, gather your 3 ingredients, and then clear it fairly quickly. So that's just one of the weird things that are in the way. BX is back, so woohoo. Still not sure RPG's situation. I think he's back also. Okay, it looks like Sir VG is back as well. He's right at the entrance of Draconis' castle.
Oh, there you go.
Welcome back, Sir VG. Welcome back, PX.
We also have old Legend of Mono.
So I just like spinning around. It's fun.
Ooh, okay.
Old Legend of Mono runner in the chat right now. Very German. Old one.
Ooh. Shout outs.
Right, so Felix is fighting the final boss of the Dragon Round. Each round has their own final boss. And yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, Crimson Dragon's a pretty straightforward fight. You kind of just stand by his claw, and just beat on his face and hope that he's not in some sort of awkward invincibility frames at the time.
Yes! Good! Jajara 2 fight.
Nice. That was a really solid Jajara just now.
Wow. It's not even doing its tech? What the hell? I've never seen that before.
I was
Lark
using spin
helps
attacks to
unlock.
try to stun him. That's why.
What?
I was using spin attacks to stun him, to try to stop him from doing it.
Oh.
I did not even consider using spin for something like that.
I haven't
Hopefully.
either. See, this is what we're talking about. We may have the route might be optimized, but there's still small things that you can do to really make it even more optimized. That each runner just has their own little shtick that they do.
Yeah, spin is really useful because it's pretty much the fastest attack animation you can do. So if you try to finish off enemies, it's a lot faster to kill them with spin than it is to pretty much hit them, because they take a lot less longer to explode. Especially compared to Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike takes forever.
But one thing that I like the fairy route more than dragon route as well is fairy route, as soon as you finish that last boss, you have an input break. And dragon route, there's like 3 text boxes in the start of the ending that you have to actually advance.
It's 4.
4?
Yeah, there's 4 boxes you have to advance. 3 by Lark, 1 by Badis. After that, you pretty much get a 3-minute restroom break.
Terry, you get a 5-minute.
Alright, third try it.
I think it's like 5.5.
And it's exclusive to the US version too, or the DSC. The JP version does not have that.
Do you have to advance all the text boxes in the Japanese version?
No, it automatically advances in JP Dragon.
Oh.
I got third try the spitter, so that wasn't bad.
Third try, Brave Blade.
Yeah, I remember Blade, sorry. Yeah,
Alright.
Blade.
So we've got all 3 and under for our drops, which is
Oh,
really,
spin
really
RNG.
good.
Fine. There's one fallback to there's one negative to spin, besides it doing less damage. That after the first spin attack, your second one and up have a chance of making you dizzy yourself, and it's really annoying when it happens.
That's unfortunately accurate. Sierra's
Alex
being
needs to relax for a few minutes, maybe run to the restroom, come back, before he has to do the second half of this run, which is the collection of the artifacts, like after said earlier.
Sierra was a little bit stubborn with the saving, but that was actually pretty good.
I've seen worse. I've seen way worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a pretty
Sierra-
terrible Zero fight.
Yeah, she's stopped. She spins, and that's it.
That's pretty much every attempt I have.
Spinning is not the worst thing she can do. The worst thing she can do is start jumping around.
Yep. And then if she actually hits
So
you,
the worst part
and you
about that
counter
is
strike in the wrong
the
direction.
easiest way to attack her is counter strike, and when you click on a counter strike button, your character is locked in a animation for, I want to say, a second and a half. And
Yeah.
if you're like trying to really like do the counter strikes and you're spamming the button, you can be like locked in that animation for like 10 seconds, and it's no good.
Take
can't do
my
anything.
breath away.
Yeah, this game likes buffered inputs and also doesn't drop inputs as well, so it takes both sides. Also, you see these snakes? I don't even deal with them.
PX is going with the maximum safety strats.
It's just faster.
Yeah, I have yet to get trolled by the snakes, but maybe now that I've said that, next time I try.
I don't even know what you guys. I don't even know what you guys are talking about when you say getting trolled by the snakes.
Leukemia.
Yeah, there's one fight in
I think I
Leukemia
just mismatched Leukemia as well.
that the
Yeah, I
snake
only
is
watched
right at
the
the start.
counter-strike.
So,
Easy peasy for me.
As you see there, you just got troll splitter from the swords. Because that's the other 1 out of 8 drop that they can give you, and it's basically false hope. You pick it up, and it's a throat splitter. And that's the worst thing you can ever get.
Well, Black Elk's kind of like one of that same thing too.
Black Hell is runnable. You can do it.
Yeah.
As you see it. I'm doing it right now.
as proven by PX approved strategies.
I'm only
Can't
half a minute
approvals.
behind my Earthblade PB, which is very bad. There's
The hard part about getting good PBs in this game is once you get that PB with first drop Earth Splitter, first drop Brave Blade, good Activator, you're almost never going to get that again. Like, if you don't get those perfect every time, you're not going to PB anymore.
Yeah, getting better and better PBs just relies more and more on RNG. The execution of this game is not too difficult to get used to. So you can generally lock in those good RNG splits fairly early. I already have first try weapon splits, and I've only probably done, I'd say no more than 30 runs of this game. So
Oh god, I think I'm at like 105 attempts? Maybe? Let's see. 105.
This is the
105.
worst fight I've ever had ever.
Oh wait, that's just on live split. I wonder what it is on my W split as well.
This is the worst buddies fight I ever had. Damn.
Yeah, sometimes you get really unlucky with these fights where Sierra will like hop over to the other side and you can't really just spam Counter-Strike to connect with the beast. The optimal way is to hopefully connect the Counter-Strike on the beast and kill the beast before Sierra, because it's much easier to spam Counter-Strike than Sierra than the beast. But that rarely ever happens. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten a run where the beast goes down first.
She almost always goes down first for me because that's get out of the way.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, for me, I always end up hitting Sierra no matter what, apparently. So, I guess I
I
have
just got
bad
these right
positioning.
because it's a guaranteed hit. buddies will pretty much always swing the tail, and then from there it's easy counter strike. And then while he teleports away, he hits zero like you want.
So this Summer Lovin' is really difficult for me right now since I have a headset on and my microphone's a lot more sensitive. I can't whistle the music, and like it's really catchy. And I'm actually like fighting back. I really have a drive to whistle this music.
So a lot of us actually do like to whistle this theme.
Yeah, it's fun to hum and whistle along to the themes because they're so good.
Yeah. If you ever watch my speedruns, I am a whistler. I am always whistling.
Oh yeah. By the way, in Summer Lovin', there's a bunch of crabs, and every crab you step on loses half a second. If not more than half a second.
It's about half a second.
You want to just, like, for fun, talk to the crab at the end, see how many we break?
I was gonna say, Alex,
if y'all want to do that, we can.
I call shenanigans on that. I'm behind you.
I can never get good placement on Draconis. Like, I know it's like you're supposed to be like behind him, and then oh, I see you got yeah. Like you can. The placement on Draconis is really weird.
I can't figure it out.
Yeah, his hitbox is. I can't even tell if it's hitbox is on or he goes invincible for a moment. I can't really tell the difference sometimes.
There's times where like you'll be in the right hitbox and he'll be right where he is on SirBG screen in the corner, and he'll just like push you off to the side, and then you get stuck behind him and you can't do anything about it.
That's happened to me a couple times. I don't like the auto pushing. I don't know why it happens, or I don't know why it's even a feature, but it is.
Because
it's unfortunate.
you're stuck in the enemy's hitbox or something like that. It's really stupid, and then you just get juggled in there till you have to.
I've actually had a really hard time with that swordfish, that Alex just fought.
This spin RP has been so bad, I don't think I've ever managed to get a second spin off while being stuck myself.
Big Baby's my trouble in this one. I've had it, I go down to hit him and he'll start juggling me and we'll play circus for like 5 minutes. I hate Big Baby.
And here we have Full Metal Hugger. The best way to deal with him is to hopefully skip when he shuts his eyes. Usually just a couple of good strong attacks and then technique. And then you have like a little bit of window of time before he actually decides to respond and you just kind of clean him up. So Balak just demonstrated a more or less optimal Full Metal Hugger fight.
Also, I don't think we ever mentioned this, but in this route, in this game actually in general, most of the choices that you need to select to advance the thing is usually the second choice. It's really silly.
Yeah, most everything defaults to the negative.
Yeah, I think like the only character who, as you start off a positive, is when Badis is talking, because you just smash next to all his dialogue. It's really weird.
Yeah, I've done a lot of dialogue use where I kind of just mash and expect yes to be on top, but it's not because it's Legend of Mana, and Legend of Mana doesn't care what I think. It's kind of strange too, because I think at the beginning of the game, it's like a lot of 2s, and then it kind of like has a couple of 1s in the middle, and then it goes back to 2s, and then it's back to 1s, and then it screws with my head quite a bit. I have wrong dialogue option too many times.
And there's some dialogue options that if you're not paying attention and you choose the wrong one, you actually will have to reset.
Yeah.
It's not so much of a problem in Dragon Storyline because the one that does cause this issue is the very first thing you do in
it's not really sick, it's to pick them off, but it's just last lord.
Yeah, it's like a 30-second time loss or so, isn't it, for if you say the wrong thing to Lazzle?
So yeah, like sometimes it's fixable, like with earlier when I think it was Sabin pressed the wrong thing on I think it was SirVG who got gacked. Well, it was someone who got gacked. I think it was
I did. I mean, Phalix got gacked. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, it's the wrong Dunbear. I got the wrong dialogue on Draconis, which means I have to talk to him manually to select yes. Oh my god, Sierra, don't steal all my XP.
But like, so with the very first one where you're talking to Elazul in the bar, you actually do that like halfway through the fairy storyline, and if you screw that up, the run is dead. You have to start over.
No, I think yeah, because if you screw up that dialogue with Elazul, all you have to do is go to the marketplace and then go forward, and then he'll talk to you around the map and ask you to join.
But what if you goof up on the map too?
Well, talk to him again.
Yeah, I think he comes with you no matter what. Even if you tell him no, he's like, I think he either stays there or he comes with you anyway.
You think he stays there?
I know in some of my early runs I goofed on the dialogue options, and it's like the first thing you do in Dragon Storylines. It's like whatever.
Blimey, Niccolo, what are we going to be doing today? Same thing we do every day, Emu. Try to take over the world.
That sounds like what Niccolo's plan is in life. When this game first came out, I was like, Niccolo's gonna be the final boss, isn't he?
He's just gonna transform into Arc Demon at the end.
You must pay the toll to pass this game!
I'm sorry, this isn't the sanctuary you were looking for. Please pay 5,000 Fluker. 50,000, sorry.
50k Lucre for Sword of Mana? Deal.
I meant 50k. I mean, it's the toll that you paid for the wheel spoke, right?
Well,
Also, this coming up for me is the best dialogue box ever. It's one choice and you can't move the dialogue. Why is it a choice box?
Oh, I never really understood that either.
And it's not like... Did you really name your character John Cena? Oh, God.
You better be using gloves the whole time.
There's a reason I want a male character, because I never play with a male character.
So there you go. There you see Mantis Ant getting demolished by Phalix. That's the first boss in Secret of Mana. So that's a good little throwback there.
Yeah, you can pretty much just one-shot him with Lunging Arc. I think there were a couple situations where I did not get a lot of EXP crystals, so my Lunging Arc actually didn't one-shot him, which was kind of weird to happen, but it happened.
Well, levels in this game don't really do much.
Yeah, they don't help too much. Like,
stat increases that don't really do anything.
They're definitely not like essential to the run. I didn't know what else to say was a cause of why I could not one-shot that boss with Lunging Arc when I usually can. So must have been like extremely bad EXP drops, but actually getting EXP drops is kind of bad because it's kind of slow. You'd rather get item or like candy.
Yeah,
candy's
actually, Legend of Mana has actually gotten a lot more popular in the past 2 months than I think it's ever been.
Yeah, my streams of it have been.
I think
a lot of folks in there.
Yeah, I think I get the most viewers whenever I'm speedrunning Legend of Mana.
I have no comment.
So as you can see, everyone's doing like different artifact placements. Phalix is kind of doing a... I want to say it's improvised, or if it's actually what his a new idea for the route is, but basically you have to make sure you get all these items placed on the map, and now what he's doing, he's going to go set up the final event before the very end, called Cage of Dreams, which only activates after you've placed down, I think, 18 artifacts.
18 artifacts, and let's go back home.
Yeah, and then you go in the house for the first time, and then you have to leave the house, and then you go back into the house for it to activate. After you go inside the home, inside the house, or sorry, inside the house, inside home, it's kind of weird. Just look.
And because it's the first time you ever go back in after doing one of the first 2 missions, we do the Lost Princess. It triggers a cuts event that happens in Domina that we never do.
Yeah.
2 sorcerers.
The little sorcerers, or is it the 2 sorcerers? I forget what.
No sorcerers, yeah.
But I messed up on one of my placements, so I had to do a little something different. But I normally do that Gato Grottos and then the jungle there on the peninsula.
Yeah, the placing order is not too crucial, unless you actually run into like an artifact.
There's
Yeah.
a little bit of important. There's a little bit of placement that's important. You can only place artifacts next to artifacts if A, it's a town, or B, you finish a quest in that artifact. That's why it's important.
Yeah.
Towns like next to empty spaces.
Yeah, so that's like the jam that I was kind of alluding to. If you kind of goof up and try to put too many fields next to each other, but you've never actually entered the field, then you won't be allowed to. But if you're at like a corner, like let's say, oh man, how do I want to explain this without visuals? But let's say you have two adjacent tiles on a spot you want to place an artifact. One of them has a beaten quest, one of them doesn't. You can still place because there is an adjacent tile that has a beaten quest, so you're still fine. But you can accidentally jam on artifacts if you don't put them in a good order.
But I want to give big thanks to Squaresoft at the time for
Full Metal Haggard!
I've always called him Sir Pokal, but the bird NPC, the storyteller, he is the greatest speedrunning NPC of all time. You see him a lot during the run. He's like, "Oh hey, are you in a hurry? Here, let me warp you." Or, "Do you want to listen to this?" And you just tell him no, and he'll advance the story.
Oh, yeah,
you don't ever have to listen.
Wow, I got 0 item drops from swords.
Nice.
What did you just do, VG?
I was hoping he beat Full Metal Haggard.
I've never fought him on the opposite side like that before.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we're so powerful at this point in the game that the first boss we fight, the Mantitan, just dies in one hit. It's great.
Just bop him and he's done. Alright, so you've seen them around a couple times, the Sproutlings, which is what Alex is talking about now. I honestly think they're extremely annoying, but whatever. They're the little guys that end up restoring the Tree of Mana with a little dandelion fluff that you see coming out of their head. They kind of just gather and do whatever Sproutlings do.
They form a tree.
Yay!
Also, as far as the end goes, I know that Omegas was saying he wants like kind of everyone to like keep the stream up. Should I go ahead and advance like the victory screen dialogue into the ending, or like wait till everybody to advance to the ending?
I think everyone's there to hear that.
Just go through to the save point.
Yeah, I think it would be fine.
Oh, not again. Alright, I'm trying that.
Just park it at the final save time, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, if you haven't noticed by now, but a common theme in all these fights is that the rabbit will usually die in every fight.
Yeah, I'm hoping the Mana Goddess sends him to the moon. That's one of the bomb attacks that the Mana Goddess does. If it catches the rabbit, he flies off the screen, and oh, I love it.
Oh, really? I've never seen that happen.
Yeah, like the force, like it's the black mass that goes up in the air and then makes the sphere explosion. If that hits the bunny, it to the moon.
All right. Let's see if we
you guys
can
should
get
hear one
some...
of the best themes in this game as well, the Mana Tree theme.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, all the music's really good. Come on.
Yeah, this is my favorite soundtrack of all time. The excitement of both of us being my favorite like game music ever. I really recommend this game, like if only for the soundtrack. If nothing else appeals to you for some reason, it's the soundtrack that will. It's worth it.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
a better
casually.
game, if it wasn't about the soundtrack as well.
Yeah, casually, this game is still extremely entertaining, and I think it's also the game with probably the most cryptic equipment upgrading system known to mankind. I don't really know if there's anything more cryptic than forging mana.
The Library of
The
Congress
entire
could hold all the
game
info.
is how to make.
Isn't the composers the same as Kingdom Hearts?
Yoko Shimomura?
Local.
Can't remember. Because I looked it up on Wiki and she worked a lot of stuff. So
She
the
worked
original
out.
kinda-
Look that one up. I don't know off the top of my head.
Don't breathe fire, don't breathe fire. Why'd I do that? I panicked.
Oh, I only got one hit.
Wrong game, Draconist.
Yeah, so Niccolo shoved him out of the way, so BG unfortunately got like a half whiff on him.
Oh, Zero's dead.
It does take both of the hits to get the full damage, so. Also, that was not a chocobo. That phallic skill. It's not a chocobo.
And you totally can't get one as a pet.
Nope.
Yeah, you could get a Chocobo as a pet in this game instead of Rabbi, but it's very slow. It's a lot slower.
I mean, actually, it would.
There's not.
Oh yeah, you'd have to do
Yeah,
Monster
you get to-
Corral, wouldn't you?
No, you have to open up the save. You have to open up the save menu at the beginning, so that it sees that you have a Final Fantasy VIII save file on your PS1 memory card. And then when you go to Monster Corral, it's a Chocobo egg, but the Rabbi egg takes 4 days to hatch. Chocobo egg takes 6. So you need to walk extra. So it's just straight up slower overall. A lot slower.
4 quarters.
Why do you have Chocobo?
Yeah,
How much-
Alex is in the Sanctuary. You gotta defeat all the fights in the 4 corners. At first, when I did a run, I was just like, hey, maybe I can just go to the last corner and kill the stuff there. No, you gotta kill all 4 corners.
Yeah,
I think
the,
like 4 or something like that, or something symbolic.
the Dragon
The fourth
Corner
one
is the worst, but I'm throwing against the goat and the basilisk. Let me go.
Yeah, this fight right here.
Okay. Pumped pretty hard right now.
I can't Counter Strike or nothing. Okay.
Alright, back in control. Alex is back in control.
Yeah, that thing is also annoying because it can flatten you.
Yeah, that's the little guy I was talking about, the basilisk.
Yeah, he's one of the worst. But the my second worst enemy is coming up on the last corner that he goes into.
Oh, the egg.
That thing, I just call it the head sucker. It just jumps on you and sucks your blood out.
Like, you'll be about to kill it, and then it'll just jump on your head, and it'll waste time.
Can't do anything while it just kills you. And then once it's done with that, it can just do it again. It's like, why?
This is the room that control you on Palix's screen, but if you just use lunging arc, you can actually hit almost all of them, if not all of them at times, and then just trivialize the entire room. Because the tiny blue dragon will just wreck your ship.
Yeah.
You will make
that
your
guy
day
does.
absolutely horrible.
He does too much damage.
Yeah, the brief fire I think will take you down to like 10%.
Level for the run.
And naked. You're not wearing any armor. Well, you're
Yeah.
wearing, like,
Well, we have the
default
starting armor. We have the starting armor.
It's a little bit of protection, but yeah, for that corner, I kind of just like to uppercut. I think the baby dragon into like the bottom left pillar, and that gives me enough time to just spam heart attacks on him until he's dead. And then just 2 dragons is like relatively easy to control.
No, this game is a disaster. You can run it on fast speed.
Palix is coming up on time soon.
If you're running on fast speed, the FMVs just go too fast for the game and it just breaks.
Bunny. Bunny.
Alright, I can actually take some time to see it now.
Palix is at the final boss of the game, which is the mana god. Goddess
She's
Mana.
the third of the trifecta of trolls.
And I
Oh,
completely
and
whiffed
she's
him.
got aggro on the Rabiters.
Yeah, that's...
She is the third troll. Those hitboxes don't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mana Goddess is like, even if you counter strike and you get the actual swing animation and it goes clean through her body, it will do absolutely nothing sometimes.
And her SDs do giant lot of damage.
Yeah, if you get
And
slapped,
You screw up.
if you get hit by her at all, you're kind of done.
Yeah, like Felix right now hasn't got a single hit in. So
You did just now. Like, the best case scenario is to get her in a corner, because generally when she's in a corner, it kind of helps to
well, you just want her
mitigate
experience.
the infinity that she has going on. Or not the infinity, but the goofy hitbox. Because she'll, like, sometimes even run into your screen, like, after it's almost finished. She'll just, like, walk into it and get counter-strike. It's kind of goofy.
Yeah, she likes to hop around. Thankfully, she'll hop around to you, so you don't really have to reposition yourself.
Oh my
most
god,
times.
I'm gonna
Looks like
die.
Fox is gonna get the Eclipse.
Oh, dear lord.
Oh. And you see,
Okay,
Well, she's
I remembered where to
ending it,
stand
and-
to dodge it. I thought it was full screen.
Oh, and the last hit too.
That was really scary. That...
oh my god. Again.
Time. Yeah, I thought that was full screen, so I remember standing in the bottom left corner.
GG Felix.
GG Felix. Congratulations to team. Go, 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 go. Is that 14 yet? I don't know. Right.
11:30:08.
And congrats
Yeah,
on the win. Go, 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 go.
Gak.
However many goes there are.
Too many.
Thank you, Stinger PA, for the contribution in chat.
Oh god.
Good job, Stinger.
Oh,
right.
GG guys, this was very, it's been very enjoyable. It's been a very good day.
Glad.
One mod spam.
One mod spam.
But don't
Gun,
check
gun,
out
gun.
that, because we still got the other 3 teams going at it.
FF14 is fun, but we're playing Legend Mana right now.
Yeah, this is Legend of Mana. This isn't Final Fantasy 14. Let's talk about it later. So
The best
technically,
credits are- yes.
his run isn't done until after the credits because that's when he needs to get his in-game time. So
The time is very easy to calculate. It's pretty much the exact. It's always the same amount of time.
Yeah,
10 minutes and 30 seconds.
I forgot I might actually PB this and I didn't advance the text, so let's see what happens.
It's pretty much 10 minutes and 30 seconds after the final hit. Roughly.
'Cause I'm gonna have to watch the VOD of this. I'm pretty sure I just PB'd. I made a lot of mistakes, but I'm pretty sure that's a PB.
Alright, Mana Tree.
Because I had 2 minutes to
Summer
save in
loving.
Bone Fortress.
How many crabs? I stepped on, I think, 4 crabs my practice run, so there's your over-under.
Well, get good. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
No, it's
Like,
usually
they
the
were-
ones that the ones in the very first screen are the ones that always troll me the most.
Alright, well, let's start counting the crabs for PX then. See if we meet that 5 to 6 quota.
6.
I went slowly to dodge the crab.
7.
Summer Lovin' music's also great.
It is good. Just try not to whistle this time.
Okay, actually something I hope
Oh, come on.
you guys can explain
There
to
we
me.
go.
Kind of like I think it's like a weird story inconsistency, but like right here, at where the Sabin's at, like, wasn't Lark supposed to be locked to the underworld for like another 1,000 years or something? But like, by the time the cutscene finishes, he's like in the White Forest and like away from the underworld.
You might have
I
been
think
able to break a deal with someone.
It's cursed or something.
You slept for 1,000. You slept for 100 years.
Okay, I guess I'm willing to believe that.
Don't question Legend of Mana story.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I did a bad thing.
So,
That part's
Felix,
kinda
what was the
fun.
drop rate on those, on both Brave Blade and Earth Splitter? Earth Splitter was 1, Brave Blade was 2?
3, I believe.
Oh my god, I'm getting juggled.
Oh, you are a beach
Oh
ball
my
right now,
God!
PX.
Just die.
Wow, I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah, I generally get
this-
away with him with just some counterattacks, but
Also, one crab will always get himself stuck in the corner and just start spazzing out.
Freaking
out.
I love that crab. My favorite
it's the
crab.
freaky crab. We love freaky crab.
Always does that.
So next relay, we need Team Freaky Crab.
Team freaky crab. All right, let's do
Brave.
it.
Brave
Never
Freaky
stop.
Crab. Freaky Crab.
Team Brave Blade and the team never shows up.
You're funny, PX.
I try.
Team Throat Splitter.
Next time, can you do the ferry route?
Yeah, dude, I'm down for that. I like Fairy Route.
We're 1.
Or is instead of who gets the Brave Blade drop, well, it's still gonna be who gets the Blade Blade drop, but it's also gonna be who gets the Spiral Claw.
Yeah. Spiral Claw isn't too bad, but definitely makes it
So
easier.
it's awful because you need to get it. You want to save a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean,
Ah,
Sir
close.
BG's world record doesn't have Spiral Claw.
Oh Lord.
It's bad. Oh my god, Metal Hager, what are you doing?
Oh, did you get the eye?
No. It's a lot worse.
Yeah,
What am
PX
I-
is getting pushed around by a Hager, and VG got
2.
stoned by the Basilisk.
Wait, that was only one hit. I got one hit on Legend Guard. What is going on?
All right, well, PX just
Dangerous
lost
corner.
all chance of the quick kill. But
I'm gonna spin this. I'm gonna spin on the champ because
all right, so Sir VG is also going for the tech kill.
Oh, crap.
Man, my
Uh,
stream must be delayed or something because I'm way behind.
I'm using the hitbox links.
Oh.
That's a scary corner.
Yeah, I don't like that corner at all. It's always a little nerve-wracking, especially since it's like right at the very end of the run, and I don't want to take a death at like the goofy spot. It's ugh. That corner is a little bit.
I don't usually have trouble with that at all. Also, I'll just show off this crab because it's pretty funny.
Alright, Mana got us.
And then he just kills himself.
Good luck on Mana Goddess or VG. Okay, so to once again kind of review.
Damn it, Buju.
To once again kind of review why we're doing all of these seemingly irrelevant
Hi, Buju.
side quests is we need to collect enough artifacts to satisfy that 18 requirement. It just so happens that with the artifacts that we have and the artifacts that these events give, it just is the optimal route for collecting. So the dragon storyline has been said and done for quite a while, but now you just gotta satisfy the other requirement.
And dead.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, she did one last attack.
Now he's finishing with lunging arc.
actually slowing yourself down to get a flashier finish.
I only ended up 238 behind the world record.
Oh no!
Oh no. Whatever shall we do?
So that means this will be a 147 for me.
I mean, that's pretty good considering you had to fix up your stream in the middle of the run as well, so unexpected delays.
Not fantastic, but still a very respectable time.
Oh yeah, I forgot last time with that.
Four grabs.
All right, so it looks like we're looking at 11:38:33 for the Moogle Sentinels. GG, second place.
GG. Sir VG.
Sir GG. Oh my god, are you serious? I'm like a pixel off having lunging arc for the Mantis fight.
Did you get a half hit or did you get a no hit?
No, I'm a pixel off of having lunging arc to start the fight.
Oh.
Hey, I gave money to Niccolo. Guess I'm killing the traditional way.
Alright, we'll see if the Sabin can pull off a nice quick kill on Full Metal Hugger. I believe it's 6 or 7 strong attacks into lunging arc and then some cleanup.
I just do it when his bars are on half yellow or half red.
Never mind, nowhere near a PP.
Alright, got it.
Ooh, nice.
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 Oh,
Nice quick kill.
no. Oh, you got it. Nice. Yeah, that was a one-hit lunging arc. Lunging arc has 2 hits. You only managed to
Yeah.
get one build.
That's what I thought too.
I don't know what happened to mine. I only got 1 hit, even though both of them clearly hit him.
All the artifacts. Niccolo was holding out.
No, those are artifacts. Those are just items.
I know.
151 is a pretty nice time. Actually, it's a decent time.
Alright, so now PX is going to be heading back to Cage of Dreams after he sets down his next artifacts.
Yep. And the way I place my artifacts is to minimize screen scrolling on the board map as much as possible because it's slow when you have to scroll the screen.
Yeah, when you're just placing these down, it doesn't really matter where you place them, just as long as you place them.
Well,
Well, okay.
it's a
Unless
minor
you-
time save.
You just have to make sure you avoid, the jam where you can't put a field next to a field. Well, anything next to a field that's been unbeaten. So that's the only thing you have to watch out for, really. Speaking of the artifacts, I don't know, when I first casually played the game, it was kind of a nice reward to just see all the animations for the artifacts when they first hit the map. I think they're like really cool and really cute.
151.
So are we adding Dawn of Mana into the next one?
Is that just replace FFA?
Yeah. I mean, Sword of Mana to replace FFA, and then Dawn of Mana for true SD4.
Sir VG is pretty much the only one who knows Jumi Route, so does Jumi Route show off more of the runs in Fairy Route? Or more of the game? Or is it just more back and forth between same areas?
I think Jumi actually uses the most artifacts, just from watching Sir VG's world record.
My main problem with Jumi Route is the 7 jewel piece fights.
Yeah, VG warned me about that one. I'm starting to learn Jumi now that I've gotten a couple runs of Fairy in.
I've actually never touched the other 2 storylines myself. What is the Jewel Beast fight like? What's this issue?
It's a very boring and generic fight. You fight 7 times.
Oh, okay.
It's the 7 Jewel Beasts.
All right, I got it. I got you. I didn't know I was supposed to take that boss name literally.
I mean, it kind of looks cool, like a face hugger with like scorpion legs or something. I don't know, but
and they're all different colored.
Yeah.
On the plus side, you see Pearl doing stuff.
Yeah, you get to see Black Pearl, which is really cool.
The
Jumi storyline is about...
Jewel City is a pretty neat.
Jumi storyline is definitely the longest. It's about 2.5 hours. In-game time world record is 2:30, I believe, from Sir VG. Fairy's starting to get some love. We got about 5, maybe 6 runners in it now. Dragon definitely has the most runners, with I think 8 or 9.
Alright. These 3 small dragons are really annoying, so I'm just saying no to this fight.
Oh yeah, I always just counter-strike them all, because they can...
The thing is, when you counter-strike, they can still hit you, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, when they kind of overlap and they can kind of lick you through your counter-strike sometimes, I've gotten like to almost death in that fight a couple times.
Yeah, they are very possible. They have very good chance of killing you.
I think PX, I think you were the one who told me to start counter-striking them when I was first learning the game.
It's better than hitting them normally.
Oh yeah. Well,
because it kills you faster. They can still kill you. They can still kill you.
Yeah. I'll have to watch your PB to check out the spinning and the looks like you're doing flying saw blades there.
My PB? I don't even have it saved.
Oh, well then.
My PB is the only run I've ever done, practice or real, that got Earth Splitter first try. And I only managed to PB by half a second, coming in 8 seconds behind on the Legend Mana. I don't even know how I PB'd.
I had an amazing PB. Well, it was almost amazing. Saban's is almost exactly the same. Where like I was like 2 minutes ahead of my old PB, and I was really happy with my time. And then I got trolled on Mana Goddess by my Rabite.
By a Rabite?
Because it just kept like every time she was about to attack me, it would hit her with a star and just stun lock her and cancel out her attack.
Oh yeah.
The Rabite control you.
Oh.
Fortunately, depositing the Rabite at home loses time overall. It's like a very small time loss, like 2 seconds, I think, at most.
Yeah. You do notice in like the fairy, after playing Dragon storyline for so long, when you go to start learning like fairy storyline and you go to the goddess of mana and you fight it, you can tell it's a huge difference from Dragon because you don't have anything blocking you from attacking her. It's just straight attack.
Yeah, and you're also stronger because you fight a lot more things.
She doesn't seem stronger to me. She just seems.
No, you're stronger, sure.
Oh, you are. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, leveling up is, I guess, a little bit... I don't know if I should say it's irrelevant in the speedrun, but it's not something you have to, like, route. Like, you don't route for leveling in Legend of Mana, I don't think, in any of the categories.
You just take what you have.
I think you... I think levels are more required for 100%.
Also, Darklight, the bad RNG wasn't really unforeseen. Honestly. Pretty sure everyone who runs this game expects bad RNG.
The ghost. The ghost.
Oh no!
It's kind of interesting, though, for Legend of Mana. The kind of stats you get from leveling up is determined by the weapon you have equipped, so I guess it kind of forces you to use other weapons if you want to make sure you get cap 99 on a majority of your stats. I think the most important ones would be health, damage, and tech damage, which I think is best achieved by two-handed sword, gloves, and daggers, I think.
Oh my god.
But that's more so relevant in a casual... Oh my gosh. That was really close, PX, but you pulled it off.
That's why I don't like counter-striking him.
Yeah, the dragons, I usually just run up to them and give them the good old heart attack canceling.
I hate
Oh,
I hate
yeah,
the
that
maps.
fire
doing
breath is
that.
pretty much the strongest thing.
Oh, I hate doing that.
Yep,
I hate the maps
147.
because you're technically going in or out the tree. The map's reverse.
So my splits say 147.43, so
Oh, nice.
147.
So I beefed that fight hard. Like I said, most of your minor time saves or time losses in this game come from the small battles you do, not the bosses. That's where your big time losses come from.
Wait, how did Phalix have a 151 and... Oh wait, duh, because he started first. Never mind.
Sorry,
Yeah, he caught up to me. Like, he was gaining. I think by the time I was at the end of the Bone Fortress, he said where he was, and I noticed, oh, you're catching up a bit.
He got lucky with the 3 Brave Blades.
Yeah, that did help.
147 times my PB.
Nothing scarier than a Sir VG with 3 Brave Blades catching up to you.
It's like Jaws.
Alright, going into the 4 corners.
Alright, 4 corners.
Yeah, 147, 43, that's about 20 seconds behind my PB. Because he stops time at different than I do. What am I doing? Counter-strike the street.
Oh, but I forgot. I also I didn't advance the text for a little bit after the boss. I forgot about that. So that might have moved me up an extra minute.
Yeah, could have been a 150. It's kind of hard to tell with since they don't do the
It's
seconds.
just 6 seconds, but he keeps track of it.
Yeah, it's there, but it's not there for us.
Yeah. Those of you who are watching, the best way that we, except for Sir VG, who actually has his timer running all the way through till the in-game time. We basically, after we get our split on the mana goddess of mana, the way we determine our in-game time is add 10 minutes and 30 seconds to your split from the goddess of mana goddess, and then just round it up or round it to the nearest hole.
Oh, not really rounded, because if you're like a P9, it counts.
Yeah. Well, like if you have like
Oh my god, hit that stupid dragon.
a 140 32, it would be a 151 and so forth and so on. Or sorry, 141. I'm trying to say. Or if you have a 140 22, it would be then a 150.
Yeah, when I first picked up Legend of Mana, I thought it was a little strange that we kind of like separated RTA from the final save. It was a little different to me. Is there like I actually don't really know the particular reason why we kind of set it up like that. We kind of just like agreed that that's how it should be.
It's just the way it's always been.
Yeah.
Kind of matches better with the Japanese players, but
GRTA timing.
yeah.
I don't know.
That's also why the speedrun leaderboard is set to RTA with in-game time there as well, just so we can have it differentiate between, first, second, third, so that we don't have like 4 people at 45 XX.
Yeah.
But like for
Alright,
record's
so-
sake, we just leave in-game time, but for personal best, we usually just do RTA.
Oh my god, hitboxes, please. Nope.
All right, so PX here fighting the mana goddess, and
What?
the Sabin coming in on the mana tree. Very tight race, really.
Ooh, yeah. How did that counter strike?
A little too early.
Get the hit.
I'm very bad positioned here.
Oh, that positioning's horrible. I hate that.
Yeah, I mean, it can still hit.
Hi,
but-
Rabbites. The chat may be
Good
down, but
riddance.
he's gonna come back.
Good riddance, Rabbi.
Alright, I gotta get a spot here. There it is. This is pretty much the spot you want to be at. What? How is that parry?
Oh,
Oh boy.
that's weird. Uh-oh, coming up on the Eclipse.
Puexel, the in-game time is generally just determined by the hardware, like you said.
Time!
For example, time for PX. For example, the PlayStation
Yeah.
3 version, I did some calculation. It's somewhere in the window. It's kind of hard to get like an exact run-to-run because of the RNG, but I estimated PS3 version of the game is strangely 9 to 10 minutes slower, just because of the loading screens. I don't know why PS3 has really long, abysmal loading screens, but it does.
It's because it's not really optimized for PS1. It's really bad loading screen for loading times.
But yeah, that's really the only like differences. I think emulator is pretty close to PS1, and I think PS2 is pretty close to PS1 as well. I have no confirmation on PS2. I never touched it myself.
Oh my god, PX.
Oh my god, PX is honking.
Alright, this is gonna be a 150 in-game time.
Alright, so we got Ferocious Honkers in third with 11:54.38. And Sabin here on the last stretch,
I'm gonna
finishing up the
call
four corners.
11:59.
Ooh, that spell.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I wanted to do.
oh no, he's paralyzed. I don't know what to call these status effects, really. There's like 3 different status effects where you can't do
Like a
anything.
stun.
That's what...
I'm not gonna get timed out if I post a link on the chat, am I?
Is Moobot in here? I don't see Moobot.
I was just gonna
so
post a link to our leaderboard if one of you guys want to do it instead. PX.
You have a leaderboard?
Yeah, on speedrun.com/lom.
Yeah. There we go.
There you go.
Let me type it out.
That's our leaderboard. You guys are welcome to check out our times, check out our streams, come hang out with us, ask us questions.
Ooh, the Sabin unfortunately only caught one dragon with his lunging arc also, but one dragon down is already good enough to make the danger corner pretty safe. So
Yeah, this fight is very scary since you get.
You
hit
guys
for it.
use Lunging Arc to hit 2 of them. I just use Wind Slasher to hit 3 of them.
I use
My
lunging arc,
method's
and I can
really
sometimes even hit
slow.
all 3 of them.
I kind of just uppercut one of them into a corner, and that's
Yeah, I just Wind
safe,
Slasher,
but it's
and that leaves
slow.
the dragon head to spin.
I go straight up to the kid dragon, and right when I hit his feet and I can't move up anymore, I do a lunging arc, and I tend to hit both the big dragons.
Yeah.
I used to get marbles. No, I got marble stream and fairy route. Never mind. The marble stream would obliterate that fight, but not really worth getting.
Is Marble Stream superior to Lunging Arc in damage output?
I think it's the same damage output, but it's a full screen, straight line.
Oh,
It's a
But
full
it
screen
needs
hit?
evade. Yeah,
Full
it
screen
takes evade, but you lash out forward, and everything in a straight line in front of you, in a pretty wide straight line too.
Dang.
But I liked it in fairy route, because especially like in places like the lake where there's a lot of things spawning in front, you can just blow it all up.
All right, good luck, Saban.
Yep. See if we get some good hitboxes for once.
So yeah, the
Please
troll
kill the
trifecta.
rabbit.
The trifecta of troll bosses: Nidodama, Activator, and the Mana Goddess. I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with that.
Hey, someone actually got lunging arc.
Nice double hit lunging arc. Really good damage.
Nice, trainer.
Oh yeah,
that's
it
position.
helped that the rabbit
Wow.
died, so she went for him.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a double hitter for sure. That's a ton of damage.
Getting cheated a little bit.
Didn't get the
You get the quick kill.
my Counter Strike get
Ooh.
missing.
Oh,
We dropped.
Oh, that was Yaga.
Oh, okay.
Time.
Woo! Nice.
Nice. Sub
Nice.
itself.
Sub 12.
Sub 12.
Sub
Called it
12?
level
I'm pretty sure that's sub 12.
Oh man, the rabbit's so special. He died twice in the fight.
Alright, so we got Empire Rabiters coming in fourth with 11:59:35. Sub 12 relay, guys.
I don't think we said this, but the ending credit song is actually Swedish. It's funny.
Yeah, when I first heard it, I was like, what language is this? I've never heard this before. I had to do a little bit of research, and I was like, oh, Swedish. That's kind of a...
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
really nice ending thing though. Nostalgic
Yeah, it's-
song / Song of Mana.
Yeah, it's a godly song. I mean, the
Yeah, it's very
soundtrack
good.
for Legend of Mana has held up not only in melody, but in production value. It's still holding up really well. It's like a 1999 game, I think, and it's still got godly sound.
1990, yeah, around there.
Alright.
It's like around 2000.
I
So
think it's
Magnus
99 in
restarted the
Japan.
timers, so I guess we're starting over now.
Yeah, so
No.
we're gonna shuffle the teams and we're gonna go for another run.
Bonus stream down of mana.
I'll take over for Saban if he wants me to, or whoever doesn't want to run. Congrats to all teams. You guys did amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG to all the runners.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was
Be sure to follow
a
all
really
8
fun
runners
game.
from today.
Well, following doesn't really help. Make sure you watch them.
Follow and watch. Yeah, watch them.
Yeah, give him a little peek. Just kind of peek in and be like, hey, I'm here. But maybe not like that. Just lurk. Lurking is fine. We accept lurking.
The storylines for ST3, Legend of Mana. Nobody knows Jumi route.
I'm learning.
I don't
I'm
know
learning
Junior route.
Jimmy. I'm learning Jimmy this week.
If we do another thing, I can learn Jumi route. I can put time aside to learn Jumi route if needed.
So we're gonna do a Legend of Mana storylines relay then.
Just do 100% then.
That's too long.
All quests.
That's too
100% is
long.
basically all quests. Or that's what we call it
Just
anyways.
do one storyline reset. Do another storyline reset. Do another storyline reset. It's quicker. Probably not. Actually, I think it is quicker. Unfortunately, this game isn't cheap when you find it. If you look even on like Amazon and eBay, it's going to cost you at least $40 to $60.
Yeah, it
I
was
know I
not
picked
cheap
it up locally for
getting,
50.
another copy of this game.
Yeah, it's not rare, but it's rare enough that it's not cheap.
Yeah, if you wanna go the cheapo route, you get it on PlayStation Network. I think it's like $15 on PlayStation Network.
5.
With if
It's
it's not on
$5.
sale.
I think it's like 5.
Oh, 5?
5, yeah.
All right,
it's
yeah.
5 or 6.
All right, if you want to go mega cheap.
But unfortunately,
PlayStation
you also have a huge time delay with load times.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to be in for it if you want to do PlayStation 3. Because
Yeah, you're not going to really be competitive, but you could learn to run, and it's a pretty fun run.
Yeah, I that's the only handheld game I've ever speedrun because I every now and then if I'm laying down and can't sleep, I've done a run or two laying in bed on my Vita.
Hopefully, this game will get into to any GDQ eventually.
Well,
Yeah.
if we
At
have
least those
any
is-
chance of getting it into a GDQ, it's going to be Jumi or Fairy.
No, there's no
probably.
way. No way it's going to be Jumi.
Why not?
It's too
Yeah,
long.
Fairy has a lot of choices.
Too long.
Yeah,
Fairy's the
Fairy's
one
way
that
too-
would be the most optimal to get into GDQ.
I mean, it's been submitted to GDQs, I think, like 9 or 10 times already.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
What
between
For Legend of Mana.
Sure, and it could be an RPG Limerick next year. Right,
What kind of
Flexo?
donation incentive you will put on?
Hey, Flexo.
Well, I just did I did it at DeuceCon. I'm submitting it for Fast Fair in April. I know I think PX, you or I did it for Scrubathon 3?
No, that was Felix's Scrubathon.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I did a Scrubathon.
I did submit Fairy and Dragon for Scrubathon 4 though.
I haven't submitted yet.
Oh, hurry up. Let's race.
I
didn't even know submissions
I
were
have 2
open.
weeks to submit.
By the time PX submits, I'm gonna have to submit all 3 storylines.
Yeah, I need to go ahead and submit the thing. I'm glad y'all said that because I would have forgot because the Pokemon battles in FF14 are coming out on Tuesday. And I'm gonna disappear for a week.
Oh, what?
Yeah, hopefully we can get the GDQ community to actually watch the new route for Dragon, so they know it's no longer just about stunlocks.
It's about RNG.
Yeah, now it's about RNG and a bag full of lucre.
Hey man, that's lucre for the kids.
It could be lucre for the kids. I mean, it takes a little bit of time to hand it out, though. I don't know if it's speedrun optimal.
Finn.
Well, let's see what our third in-game time is here.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it 150.
That's switch to card number 2.
Come on, make it a 150. Am I right?
150.
Woo!
Yes.
I knew it was 150. I knew it was 150 from the from my splits.
Oh, okay.
I had a 139.37 on the last hit, so that's 150.
Oh, perfect.
Cool. You were expecting Toto. Instead, you get John Cena.
For the kids. It's the best.
I don't think John Cena is appropriate for the kids.
John Cena's
Have you not been to his
appropriate for the
Make-A-Wish?
kids.
Yu-Gi-Oh's not in this game.
You've just triggered my trap card.
I believe in the heart of the cards.
So we're just waiting for the final credits to finish. Wow, that's really quiet.
That's the downside to the credits is it's 10.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's all of the sitting around happens right at the end of the
The
run.
credits
Like, I
alone
guess
is
it's
6
fine.
minutes. It's just a cutscene before the credits. It takes a while.
Yeah. What are you thinking, Saban? What kind of time? What kind of time are you thinking?
Maybe one sub 150. Honestly, I had no timer for this run, so I don't know. But I'm expecting 150 or 149.
I'm saying
maybe.
147 for Mr. Saban.
I'm gonna swing
Unless-
at a 148.
Honestly, I will have to time this run.
It should be a 149
150.
actually. I will see.
Oh god, somebody's asking for a no future mode run. No. No.
Falix
Yeah,
is
there
already
is-
working on one.
I've got a highlight. And that's it. Like I do them casually. I enjoy it because I like forging because I'm insane, I guess. But as far as streaming it, that getting all those coins was the most tedious thing ever, and I don't want to do it again.
Shout out to Silent Sigil, who was working on the all storylines route. He actually he dropped it down to I believe sub 7 recently.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Because like I know his last PB was 701, and I think he's been working on it more.
That would be an
Well, he
interesting
was in my
category to run.
chat yesterday. I thought he said 100% was like at 7 hours and 10 minutes.
I thought his PB was 701.
Maybe. Let me look at my chat. Yeah, it said it's 7 and 10. Oh, he did say 100%. He didn't say all storylines.
Oh yeah, sorry, 100%.
Yeah, all
100%.
all events.
100% is all of it, yeah.
All
It's-
events is what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
because
seems like a nightmare to route for.
yeah, because all storylines is like about 4 hours or something like that.
Because you skip all the miscellaneous stuff in the middle.
You can kind of
There's a lot of
overlap the
miscellaneous stuff in the
storylines a
middle.
little bit, right? Like you can kind of have all three of them progressing at the same time-ish.
Yeah.
You do the dragon last. Dragon's always last. Ooh.
Might as well add 100% all events to the leaderboard here.
All of legit run.
Stick silent sigil up there.
Yeah. I realized that I only had it as all storylines, not 100%. All events, JP.
Hello. Let's find out my game time.
Let's go sub 150.
Come on, 148.
I'll call straight 150.
I'm ready for Saban to bump me.
147.
What?
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 Oh, what?
147.
Hello.
Holy shit, that's
There's a
nice.
PB.
Oh shit, that's a
That's
PB.
a PB, yeah.
That's a
PB.
PB.
Very
All right,
nice.
we've got
Yeah,
a PB, guys.
I was officially
I've
carried.
been dumped!
Yes!
Wow.
I bobbed the
Good
cake.
job.
Oh, look at me with the 153.
Stop saving over your file, PX.
I've never been so happy to be bumped.
We've got the
job,
saving here
man.
with the sock and boppers.
Someone's got to retime this run.
Yeah, I will time it. That's for sure. I have a local recording, so
All right, well, I guess that's one way of finishing strong, right? So,
Indeed. Indeed it is. Alright.
Yeah.
I hope you guys out there enjoyed this Mana Series relay race. I sure did, watching all the runners. Thank you everybody for running and commentating. Well over 20 people came out to do this for you today, so thank you very much. And yeah, I hope we can do this again sometime with maybe different
With Mana Mana?
categories, maybe a different game, who knows. But for now, we're done here. Where do we go though?
Who are you rating?
That's a good question too.
I've got mostly just some casual friends up, and then no cash. I think is the only speedrunner I've got at the moment.
Oh, no cash? That's an easy one.
No cash, no cash, no cash.
Oh no, I got a
Oh,
lot
Meta's
more,
one.
but they're all Earthbound, so I won't make an Earthbound recommendation. We should keep it
No cash is good. Let's
be
go.
SquareSoft.
Let's
Is
go.
Ari up?
Yeah. 1, 2,
Meta's
3, 4,
up.
5, 6,
Is he
7,
running?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright.
He's been doing Monster Rancher for a while. Oh, I guess he's actually speedrunning that. I didn't know that was speedrunnable. I thought that was no. Okay.
Alright, we're
Let's
going
not
to
play
no
casual.
cash. And the rate message should be obvious. Right here.
There we go.
Yeah, no cash.
Make sure it's 12. Yeah, thank you all very, very much for watching, and have a good night. Cheers.